Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, or evening, or morning, wherever you happen to be. A good day to you. This is JT with Legacy Art Games, and we are back, finally, at long last, for the beginning of Season 2, which may go into Season 3, or perhaps it will just be Season 2 forever. I didn't plan on seasons, but I took a little break there. Today, we're just going to jump right into it because it's not going to be a very long video, sort of an introduction to a game I'm planning to stream a lot because, frankly, I'm addicted to it. It is called Stonehearth, and if you happen to be an old school gamer who has played something in the vein of Dwarf Fortress, well, this is very much like that. This is a colony builder game where you have a group of halflings who you are going to place down in the world at a location of your choice and help them build their own little city within the kingdom to which they belong. And you're going to make all the decisions about, well, how beautiful the homes they live in are, who does what job, and who is your expendable when the goblins come invading, you know, things like that. It's going to be a lot of fun, lots of creativity, very easy to play. For those of you worried about accessibility, I would say this is a very good choice for you. It's a very much a move at your own pace game. So, yes, very inoffensive, very chill, very fun. Let's have some of that. I need that. It's a stressful time in life right now. So let's get started, shall we? I've been playing, of course, in my little settlement of Lakeview, but we're going to do a new game today. If I can. Yes, single player. This is the story of a brave band of settlers from, and here's where we get to select a kingdom. And kingdom sort of determines, well, several things actually. It's to a degree it's difficulty level, but it's also the sorts of biomes you will have to choose from when you pick where your halflings are going to live. It will impact certain bonuses that you can get during play. Eventually you have to choose a banner that represents your settlement. And those banners convey certain bonuses, and these different nations get different kinds of banners. So, for example, the Ascendancy, this is really intended for new players. It's more of a farmland type thing going on, or I should say like a wilderness that is very suited to farmland. And you could You could make the choice to get a banner which impacts how well you grow crops. Whereas with the Northern Alliance, well, these people live in the mountains, and normally having to sleep inside a cave makes the halflings unhappy. But with these guys, you can pick a banner which removes that unhappiness and have yourself a nice underground kingdom, not having to build outside at all if you so choose. And if you've played Dwarf Fortress, as I said earlier, you might be thinking, well, that sounds awfully like Dwarf Fortress. And it is. And in reality, there are plans out there to introduce dwarves as an alternative species to halflings. But this game has sort of an interesting development path going on, which I will get into after we make our people. Let's just go with something easy to show off for right now, something we can enjoy and have a very relaxed time with. So we're going to choose the Ascendancy. Earnest and hardworking, loyal and well-rounded, citizens of the Ascendancy chop, build, and farm, confident that the known world is theirs to inhabit. So we play a very industrious but confident people who work the land. So we are a brave band of settlers from the Ascendancy, a prosperous and industrious kingdom. Seeking new lands and adventure, they set off to, and then we can choose our biomes. We can do temperate, which is what is favored by the Ascendancy. Or we can do desert, archipelago, Arctic. I know there are more over here. Yeah, there we go. And Highlands. Those are more for the mountain folk, and the Arctic is home for the Northern Alliance. So, now the home of, actually, what am I thinking here? Yes, the Highlands, the mountain folk. You might notice they weren't mentioned. Those are our future dwarves. You can play in their biome right now, but there are no dwarves to play. That is yet to come. But the Arctic is more for the Northern Alliance. The desert is more for Raya's children. Temperate is more for the Ascendancy. And the archipelago, well, that's sort of, if you want to do it, you can do it. It's a bunch of islands. It's a little more challenging, I think. But we're going to do temperate. A location that is sure to be, and this is where we choose our difficulty level. We get peaceful, gentle, normal, and hard. Peaceful is basically a sandbox. There are no invasions, basically no dangers to your halflings. They hardly take any damage. Gentle is sort of, it's a slower paced game. The enemies aren't easier when they show up, but it's a little easier to deal with. You take less damage if you get into a fight. Progression and events take place at longer intervals, so you don't have to feel as much in a rush to do things, and so on and so forth. And of course, hard is just your merciless difficulty mode. We're going with normal. We're just going to go as the developers intended. And now we select our roster of halflings. And we get to, well, we get our first set here. But if we don't like what we see, we can re-roll them. And you can do that as much as you want until you get whatever you like. And what are we looking at here? Well, we're looking at our colonists. And within each colonist, you're going to see 3 numbers: mind, body, spirit. Mind is essentially how fast they learn. Body is their health, how strong they are, things of that nature. And spirit is, it relates strongly to their morale, how easily they are provoked to run away in combat. And it can also involve how well they socialize with the other halflings. Later on, when you get into magical matters, clerics and so forth, it may impact, their jobs, things of that nature. It all figures into jobs and crafting and combat. So it's never bad to have a high number in any of them, of course. And each halfling also has certain randomly selected traits. Like, for example, April here, she is a loner. She doesn't like the company of others, and she prefers to be by herself. So if we put April in a job where she is not by herself, where she is around other halflings a lot, April is going to get a modifier because she will be unhappy. And unhappy halflings move more slowly. They get things done at a slower pace. They are just, in general, not as productive. And you want happy halflings, so you want to try and play to their traits. This one, for example, well, they never voluntarily back down from a fight, just as it says, even from ones they probably should. So this is the kind of halfling that maybe would be a bad idea to make a soldier, because they may not run if you tell them to. But on the other hand, they want to be an engineer. If you put them into an engineer's job, they will be very happy, and thus they will be a very productive engineer. But looking over these stats, I'm not really satisfied with everything we got. I mean, we've got some nice traits here, but they're just a little too low in parts. So let's try a reroll. I'm not going to do this forever, but yeah, again, no. It's a little more evenly spread out there. That one is a storm chaser. They like storms, which we don't get many of. And they're optimistic. That's always nice. This one is a professor. They will teach other people the basics of their classes. And yes, your halflings do have classes. It's another word for their job. What do they do? Are they a mason? Are they a farmer, a carpenter, herbalist, whatever, you know, things that they do. This one is intolerant to alcohol. That's a bonus. I know we can re-roll these individually as well. If we like most of our group, but not some of them, we can re-roll them. Like so. I want someone with a little more in the way of, well, he would actually make a fair fighter, but wants to be a crafter. Let's see. That's a trapper, and he's opinionated. And that probably means that when he talks to his fellow halflings, when he has conversations with them, he's going to give his opinion very, very clearly. And other halflings may not like that, and they may get upset. And yes, you can even make the halflings cry. It's very sad. But he has nice stats. He's not durable, but he's smart and he's very charismatic and compassionate. I think he would make a good future cleric. So we'll keep him. And let's re-roll this one a little bit. I'd like someone who's a little more balanced. This isn't bad, but they're an herbivore, which actually is not bad either for the Ascendancy, since we'll be growing a lot of crops to eat. If you're making your herbivore eat meat, they're going to be unhappy. Yeah. So we'll keep Luna. Let's see. We really need somebody with some nice, clear soldier stats, because I've made the mistake of not having a soldier and I paid for it. That is actually very good, but they're a glutton, which means they eat more than they need, which can be problematic. Let's try a little more. That one wanted to be a fighter, but what do you want to be? You want to be a knight. Oh, he wants to be even more than a fighter. He wants to be a knight. You know what? You don't have the best stats for it, but we're going to give you a chance. You, I'm going to keep. And you are a glutton. But you are also a passionate crafter. Reroll. Let's get a nice, crafts person for ourselves here. It takes a lot to make this one happy or sad. But they're callous. They don't really connect well with others. And when tragedies strike, well, they are, they're not as hurt. Their feelings aren't as hurt if a fellow halfling dies or, you know, some other sort of tragedy befalls the settlement. Let's see here. Four, four, five. It'll do. We'll get more. We'll get more settlers. Let's take this roster. And by the way, you can customize them further than that if you want to, for example, choose their traits in particular. You have that option. And also, if you would leave in the comments whether you like this new thing of me being on the screen when we do our Let's Plays, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. I wouldn't blame you for not wanting to see my face, but this is a thing that everyone's doing, and, well, we're gonna give it a try. So now, starting resources. We have food for days, and that is exactly what it sounds like. We get lots and lots of food in our wagon when we arrived and found our settlement. Or we can do a merchant caravan. And this one is good for quickly setting up people with different jobs. You can get a trapper, a soldier, and an herbalist right away. So you've got your food, you've got your fighting, you've got your healing, all right at the start. And they start with some berries, some juice, and some gold. And gold is useful when traders arrive and they would like to buy and sell with you. And of course, a lot of the times they have things that you cannot get, so it is very handy. The next one is a military expedition. If we're looking at having more of a fortified settlement, well, we can have a soldier, an archer, we can have dummies for them to practice with, and some food and some gold again. And here's the noble entourage. Yes, the noble entourage. They will get a cook, a blacksmith, they get a very nice bed, they have some very nice food, venison and tea, and they get more gold than all the other prior packs. They get 50 gold. And the last one is money solves all problems, and that is not a lie in this game. If you have money and a trader comes along, it can solve a lot of problems. But you would start out with a weaver with plenty of berries, jerky, juice, and 100 smacking gold pieces. So you would be very rich for a starting halfling. But personally, I am leaning toward merchant caravan. Let's try that. Normally I'd go with food for days, but let's try merchant caravan. Now it's generating the map, and immediately I don't really like it so much, so let's roll a new map. It's a little more on my... It's a little more on my radar, yeah. Got some mountains there. We want to have a fair amount of open land so that we, you know, have places to farm, have a nice community. Let's do right here. Settle here. Okay, here we go. And we got 30 minutes of playtime here, and then we'll call it a day. Future streams will be longer. And this is really a very chill stream. This is not a stream where I'm going to edit back and forth. You're going to see everything, and it's a slow pace, but it's fun to watch as someone builds the world and in their own special way. I often watch other people play this game. Okay, now we need to place the town banner. We have to look around and sort of choose what do we want the center of our town to be, and I think right here. Why not? Okay, here are our halflings, and they have their wagon full of stuff. And here's our banner and our campfire. And we start with 5 halflings. If we do well, we will get plenty more of them. So let's pause for a moment and look around at our world. As you can see, I am using a mod which expands the size of the map. I like a nice big world. And I am also using something which is very important for you to get if you buy Stonehearth, which is the ACE mod, ACE mod. Um, that is stands for Authorized Community Expansion, I believe. And the basic story is the original developers of the game developed it up to version 1.0, the debut version, and then they moved on to other projects. But they said, people are enjoying Stonehearth, so let's let them continue the development. And they gave the code out to people, and now people are finishing parts of the game that were unfinished and adding new stuff as well, such as the dwarves I mentioned earlier, for one example. But yes, Ace adds tons of cool new stuff. You should definitely get it before you even start playing. So what are we going to do first? Well, one of my first goals always is to get the goods in the wagon somewhere safe and get shelter for our halflings. They don't like having to sleep outside, really. They like to have a nice bed with a roof over their head, and who doesn't? So let's start out. We're going to make a zone, a stockpile zone, right here by our camp. And we will make it like so. Oop, I didn't mean to make it. Oops. Oops. That was an accident. Remove, please. And that one as well. Let's try that again. Without a twitchy mouse this time. You want a pretty big stockpile at first because you're going to be building a lot. I'll do that. And now, whenever they harvest things from the land, they're going to move them into this little zone that we have made called the stockpile. And if you ever want to exclude anything from the stockpile, you can just click it off of your selection over here. It shows all the different kinds of things they might put in the stockpile. Right now it's just everything. But you could make stockpiles for specific things, and they would put only those things in the stockpile. But right now we're fine. And let's get started by harvesting. We need some materials to work with. So let's gather, and let's chop down some trees. Oh, wait. I don't want to chop down that tree. I changed my mind. That's a fruit tree. I want to keep that. Oh, crap. Hello, folks. We're live. I can't hide my mistakes. That is a terrible mistake, though. We need a fruit tree to be alive. Fruit tree right by our camp, and I cut it down. Brilliant. That could have been a renewable source of food right there. Maybe since I changed it to auto harvest, they will not chop it down. We can hope. And we're also going to harvest this stone that's sitting right here. And let's see, we got some more stone over here. Harvest that. And we have some come on, some herbs. Basically, at the start, just harvest everything. You're gonna need it. And plus it clears out space for us so that we can start building. So then, we've set our halflings to work. They will do their thing. And let's speed it up for a minute here while they collect wood and herbs and stone and all of that good stuff. And right now I'm leaving them all as workers so that they will all quickly gather up our initial supplies. Oh, let's pause. A strange bird. An odd bird arrives with a letter in its beak, stamped with the official seal of the Ascendancy. And this is basically where you choose your banner, but just for fun, we'll read it this time. Let's open the letter. Dear Expedition 82, I hope this letter finds you well. By my guess, you've likely set up your camp by now. As your capital liaison, it's my honor to preside remotely over the official founding of your outpost. I trust that you had ample time to choose a name on your journey. As you know, every new settlement must choose a banner. This banner reflects your spirit and vision, the uniting factor which brought the expedition together. For what future did you foresee when you embarked on your quest for township? Banner, Hold in your mind a vision of what your town will one day be. Your banner will set that course, but it's up to you to finish it. Choose well, my friends. I eagerly await your reply. Yours, Merburly Hands. That's quite a name. What shall we choose? Now we get to choose the name of our settlement and our banner. Let's choose Arkington. I'm sort of capitalizing my name there. No bias in the name, of course, but the town of Arkington. And we have 3 choices for a banner here. Banner of Vitality. This settlement shall be at one with the environment. So trees produce 25% more wood, plants and crops both grow 25% faster, and plants have 2 times their normal appeal, which means that being around plants, well, it makes halflings twice as happy as plants normally would. So that's nice for them, especially if you make a garden or something like that. You have the Banner of Strength. This settlement will grow strong through earth and steel. Mining gives 50% more ore, stone, and clay, and hearthlings no longer mine cramped spaces. So that means that you could, as I was mentioning earlier, live in a cave or underground, whatever, if you so choose, and they will not be unhappy about it. And finally, the Banner of Cunning. This settlement will be a bustling hub of trade. Roads give 3 times their normal speed boost. Your items will sell for 50% more, and traders will bring 2 times the goods and gold. I like that one, so we're gonna go with that. Yay! Okay. Arkington is founded, and let's get back to it. And speed them up. And they're getting things back slowly but surely. Oh, they're all here to celebrate the founding of this settlement, so they're all very happy. See them celebrating and having happy little conversations and so on. Oh, and we have... Do we have indeed? I think we do. Oh, that's the delivery duck. Okay. I thought we already had a, Oh, wait, what does he have to say? You're not sure how you missed it before, but this bird is wearing a tiny backpack. It contains a note which reads a little something to help you celebrate, along with 3 peasant bread, 2 roast sausage, 2 cornbread, 2 moo-moo milk, 1 carrot juice, and 2 ale. So they have sent some food along to help us along our way. And the odd messenger bird scurries off with your official settlement founding declaration in its beak, carrying it in the vague direction of the capital. So off he goes. And we will have encounters like that throughout the game. They're a lot of fun. And sometimes they will give you different tasks to complete and stuff like that. I think we're gonna need a bigger zone here. I wish I could just well, actually, can I? No, I don't think I was hoping we could just, you know, resize it. But we'll deal with that when we have a problem. For now, let's look at our halflings, and let's see here who will learn fairly fast. Rowan certainly would. Rowan wants to be a trapper, though. Who are some of our other smart people? This one I want to make... Oh, well, this one is made happy by eating plants. That one wants to be a knight. And we're going to give him his chance, even though he doesn't have the best of stats for the job. And she is the callous, stoic person. She would actually not make a bad soldier herself, as I think of it. But I want someone who's going to learn a bit faster. Let's do you, Luna. Let's make you a, damn, you would be a good fighter, too. Why are they all kind of good fighters? He wants to be a trapper. Okay. Yeah, Luna, let's see if we can make you into a farmer. Can we? No. But we can make you into an herbalist, which is good. But we need a farmer for food. Let's get a carpenter going first, I think. You can always change their jobs later if you want to change them into something else. But he's going to be a carpenter. And we're going to get our first bit of building done. Let's... Oh yeah, he has to go take his carpenter's saw. And now we can look at the carpenter crafting menu. First thing we want, the carpenter's workbench. So let's have him make one of those. And eventually he will get over there and with a block of wood and make himself a workbench. I think he's doing so right now, actually. Okay. And let's go ahead and place that down. There it is. Let's just place that right here because we really don't have anywhere else to place it right at this moment. Oh, he's stopping to have a drink. It's getting to be towards nighttime, so they are going to eventually settle down here. But we have a workbench. Good. And now let's pause for a second. As you can see, we have all sorts of things we can craft here. Some of them have prerequisite levels of skill or materials or, you know, things like that. So some of them are grayed out and we can't make them yet, but there's a lot we can make. Plenty to make some interesting homes with, which we're going to do. But we want to begin with just making some very simple homes. And also, let's have you make a fisher's bucket. And we'll make our one halfling into a trapper, and he can do the fisher's bucket. Yes. Oh, he's gone to sleep. Okay. Let's see. Who can we make? We've got to keep one of them as a farmer. Right now we need workers more than anything else, really. Oh, right. We need we need him to make a tool so that we can get someone into the farmer job. So let's again go back to the crafter's page to he needs to be a level 2 carpenter to make that. So let's get into building things and level him up. And what are we gonna do with building? Well, let's make our first home. Neat thing about this, it has a building designer. So you can pause the game and you can design the entire building, lay out a floor plan and everything like that before you even have them start building. So you can do some really cool detailed buildings in Stonehearth without having to worry about wasting your materials. If something looks wrong, you just delete it. And you don't commit until you're done. So let's just make something very straightforward right at the moment. We're going to make, let's see. We're going to make a shelter for them. And let's see, you've got, of course, your walls and your floor. And we are going to need a door, of course. This is very simplistic building. We'll get into, you know, something a little more stylish later on. Right now we need to get them into shelter. I know, it looks ugly. It is. It is indeed ugly. But it will work. For now. Actually, you know, it may not. I think I goofed. Oops. The walls are not even. Oops. No, 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 no. Can I make something that is a little bit, actually, you know, I'm having a thought here. We'll leave that little, well, I don't know. I don't want it to be untidy. We'll erase this for now. That is a problem, though. Let's do all this really quickly again. Maybe this time we'll try and make it look a little better. So it's 20 by 20. Oops, it does not want to... It's because the menu is in the way. Although I don't think 20 by 20 is going to be enough. I think we're going to need, say, 25 by 25. And we'll rotate around here because I think they'd probably want to just go into the house from here. And let's get a little creative, shall we? First, we'll put our door in. You need a door. I know it's not perfectly even, but I'm not good at symmetry. And we will go to walls over here and do a nice column here, a nice column here, and oh, it's gonna mistake the here's a learning process thing. I have not quite yet mastered everything. I'm trying. There we go. Now the door has a nice little frame to it. Although it's not a perfect frame. I never claim perfection. Let's do another wall. Well, no, that will overlap the door, and I don't want to cause a problem. So let's do a darker wood and put it here and here. And now their door has a nice little stylish frame to it. And we could maybe even put a lantern up here in this gap. That would be pretty cool. And we will stop fooling around because we have a few things to do in terms of their quality of life. First of all, let's not forget the roof. And let's make the roof kind of oak leaf, green color. What did you just do? It does not want to cooperate with me today. There we go. That is much better than last time. It's still very simplistic. We can do much better than this, but we want to get them a home. And actually, while we're at it, let's erase this, or, well, if it will, I will erase. Well, actually, I don't need to erase it. I don't think. Okay, it doesn't want to. It can stay. That's fine. Or maybe we could, you know what? This is very wasteful of material when we are just starting out. So I'm going to stop doing this. And we want to get in here. Whoops. Let's wait until they build the house and then we'll do the furniture. But they are going to probably be going to bed. We did make someone... Oh yeah, there they go. They're gonna build it. And let's see, we did give someone... Carpenter job, that's a Knoll. Oh, and by the way, something fun we can do here. If you're watching this video and you enjoy it, in addition to subscribing and liking in order to help the channel out, no income, just it helps us out to get more viewers. If you are enjoying and you want to see more, leave me a comment with your favorite halfling name, and I will rename a halfling as you have dictated to me, and I will choose from among those that I think are funniest or most fitting of a halfling. And let's see, I will take them in order of randomness. There will be no order, so comment away. Of course, if you're a channel subscriber, you just might get priority. So right now they're all asleep. Let's fast forward to sleep time and get to the morning. Okay, one of them is early to rise, as we can see, and he is up and going. Oh, he's still gathering things that have been harvested and bringing them back to our storage zone here. And actually, we are almost out of time, but I would really like to show you the building process. If they would just wake up. Wow, this guy is raring to go. And I had forgotten, I think I did anyway, but we can go and... Oh no, actually no we can't. We need to get the Carpenter more experience. We probably should have started with the plenty of food resource package, because then we could have a farmer. This is my first time using this resource package, which you cannot start off with a farmer. And that's sort of the strength of the Ascendancy, I think, of that particular nationality, is their good farming skills. So we need to get this Carpenter leveled up. Okay, we improved our food supply, but our net worth has not yet met a certain threshold. So we do not get a new Hearthling to reside with us. If you meet those requirements, then you will get a new immigrant. Come and live with you and work for you and help everything be nice and industrious and successful. Oh, did they just make them cry? Oh, they seem to be having an okay time. I think that's fine. Why are they not building the house? Oh, I know what happened. Let's see. Early shelter. Ugh, I can't type today. Early shelter. We'll call that the early shelter. And we'll tell them to build it. That was my mistake. As you can see, they are building away. This is the fastest I can make it go, but they are doing their job really quickly. Laying the foundation here for our great kingdom to come. And we will be doing a episodic series of Stonehearth, in which we see where this community of ours ends up. Will it fall to invasion, or will it become a great capital of trade in the kingdom of the Ascendancy? Might we even become a kingdom of our own? They're building scaffolding so that they can all get up there and build the upper level of the house. Oh, an explorer approaches your town. Hello, Arkington. I am an explorer from far to the east who deals in various amounts of trade and collection. Recently, I found 2 autonomous cricket golems just sitting on the road. I'm not sure who left them there, but they're quite helpful at cleaning up. I don't have much use for them, but a nearby village said they are in need of 8 wooden doors. I will be relaxing nearby for 3 days. Would you be interested in a trade at that time? We'll accept that. And I'm going to put in an order with our carpenter. Let's find wooden doors. Robust door, robust window, wooden door. Craft 9 of those because we're going to need 1 for the house. Okay. Oh, they've gone to sleep up on the up on the top of the house. They do get themselves into trouble from time to time, and you might have to help them out. But this guy's, well, he was hard at work fulfilling our need there, but hopefully he'll get it done in 3 days. Let's see, he's got 4 doors made, so yeah, we should easily have what that guy needs for his cricket golems in 3 days. I'm going to play until we have the roof on our house, and then we will leave it off until next time. Oh, okay, he is back at work. That guy wakes up early. Who are you, person who wakes up early? Orsa Karn. Oh, they're having a conversation up on the roof. Tell me about yourself. Oh, you're the stoic, callous person, who nevertheless appears to be a very industrious worker. They're making the roof now, I think. While the other one is down here finishing up the walls. Okay, he is up and crafting again, so we should... Oh, you made him cry. Now see, if you look at your a particular halfling's character info, you can see lots of details about them, but you can see what's affecting their mood, what's making them happy, what's making them sad. This guy is happy, he's merry to be more precise. Today is a good day. My drink was prepared. He's happy that he had a prepared drink rather than just drinking, you know, water out of a pond. And he had a cooked meal, so he didn't just have to eat raw vegetables. And we improved our food and our net worth. So let's... Well, before I accept our new settler, I also want to highlight things that can affect your halfling or your hearthling's mood. They each have different things that they love, they like, and they dislike. This guy loves stone counter inner corners for some reason, and he likes empty fermentation carbogs. Don't ask me why, but these are his loves. He loves those things. And if he's around those things, he's very happy. So anyway, we improved upon both our food and our net worth, so we get a new settler. You can accept or decline. Sometimes I do decline because I feel I am getting so many hearthlings that I cannot keep up with their needs. so I will wait until I can build more infrastructure, more housing, etc. But anyway, we'll take this guy. Or girl, Lizzie Karn, has joined Arkington. And let's see, what are you about, Lizzie? You have a nut intolerance, okay? We'll have to keep that in mind when we make your food. But you have 5 mind, 6 spirit, 1 body. You would be a lousy fighter, but you would be a great cleric if we get that far. Or an herbalist. You would be a great herbalist as well, I think. Did you have a... Oh, okay. I thought you had a 6 mind. Let's see. Can we just immediately put her under any jobs that we would... Yes, we can. Let's make her an herbalist. And who is the guy who wanted to be a knight? You. Let's change your job. Let's change your job to footman. And if you do well and work your way up, we're giving you a chance, even though you have lousy stats, we will promote you to knighthood. So let's see, last but not least, we want to give someone the job of trapper, and I know we had someone who really wanted to be a trapper. I believe that was... Yes, it was Rowan. Do we have the tool for you to be a trapper? You could be a fisher, or you can be a trapper. We have a fishing bucket, so let's... Well, I don't know. You want to be a trapper. Okay. You can be a trapper. And he gets a nice, cute little hat for his job. But let's pause for a second, because we have something very important to do. We need to tell our carpenter to please build us 6 of these basic beds. Let's have 7 for an extra. And that way, once he builds those, we can place them inside the shelter. And we will have a very nice, safe place for them to sleep at night. Oh, he's achieved Carpenter level 2. So now he can make our farming tool. Where did he go? Did he go to sleep? Oh no, they've gone to eat. But let's get that, let's get both... Well, we're going to need several things here, but let's get one of these made, and let's get one of these made. So we're going to get a farmer and a mason. Oh, but night has fallen before we could get them all beds. Let's speed through night if we can. What is the, Oh yes, you actually... Did we make a fishing bucket earlier? No, we did not. A chef is something we're going to need very soon as well. They don't like eating their food raw. Can you blame them, really? You, sir, are sleeping on top of the workbench. And that's not even your workbench. How rude. Let's see. What can we do here? Oh, yep. We're getting into night because they are lighting the fire of the town. Our central campfire. Sorry about that. I had to talk to someone. Uh-oh, it's raining. That's not good. It's raining and we have no shelter for them. And none of them are particularly the type that like rain. There are some that do, but none of these. They're all sticking by the fire. I cannot blame them. Let's see, what can we do here? Has he made all the beds? Probably. But we need to make them something nicer than that. They don't really have any light sources here, but we can declare someone to be a mason, and then they can make them. Who would be a good mason? Who is not otherwise employed? Although we do need our workers, like I said. Orsa, you seem like the masony type. And yet, we do not have... Has he not done that yet? Oh. Another settler. It's a good thing we built that extra bed. Joe Grail has joined Arkington. And let's see, no unhappy thoughts so far. They have a pioneering spirit. They're happy to be here. And they are a light sleeper, so they wake up alongside the Pios. In other words, early or earlier. And they are intolerant to alcohol. 4 body, 6 spirit, 1 mind. So they are a slow learner, but very courageous, compassionate, inspirational. They would probably make a good social type person for our city. A friendly stranger approaches. Hello? Oh, there you are. I'm Bruno, the most famous and accomplished fisherman of the realm. Or at least this realm. He shakes his backpack full of fishing equipment. I was trolling through the area, but I'm afraid I've sold the last fish to your neighbors. And suddenly, well, he shrugs and then suddenly straightens his face, thinking of something. Well, actually, I'm also hooked on buying fish. No trout about it. Sometimes I buy just for the halibut. You could probably net some if you have, let's say, a trapper. Haven't we met before? Oh, maybe. I know lots of folks. Every now and then we break from the reef and back again. Sometimes I feel like I have a fish memory with people. So forgive me if I didn't recognize you. I feel kind of bad now. Anyway, I suppose you wouldn't be interested in a tip or two about fish traps then. I could give them to you now if you want. Just let me know. This guy is full of puns, but we do not have the ability to execute him. Sorry. Let's see. I just want to read this really quick. You don't have to. Okay. We need our trapper to place fish traps, but then we're going to need our fisherman, I think, to actually harvest, maybe? I've not messed much with fishing. But actually, let's pause here, and let's put down our beds. Put one right here. 1, 2, 3. I don't like that, but I have a thing about being symmetrical, you know, but... Well, what can you do? 4? And then we'll flip this around so that it's pointing here. And 1, 2, 3, and we might need another one. I can't remember how many do we have now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, well wait, we have 8. We need a bed. But they will go ahead and place those, and we will get one more made. Okay, let's hurry that up. I think it's kind of cool that you can watch them work and see what they're making. Okay, but we have another bed here. So let's go back to placing down items. And we'll put a bed here. And back to activity. Everyone, please place your beds. Oh, the poor things, they are, they're drenched. Who's going to place that last bed for me? Why are you carrying it around but not putting it down, my friend? There we go. Okay, now... This is important, actually. Your halflings or your hearthlings are happiest when they each have a bed assigned to them. They do not like to have to share their bed. So, we already have one sleeping on a bed, Lizzie Karn, so this bed is just going to go ahead and be assigned to Lizzie. We will assign that as hers. It is Lizzie's bed. And then we will assign beds to everyone else who does not have one. You? 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 And you. And I don't think we have anyone else. For the moment, we'll reserve this for a traveler. And now everyone has their own bed. They can sleep inside at night and be nice and sheltered and happy about that. But why did he not make those tools? Oh, there they are. We can, in fact, assign a farmer and a mason now. Let's see. I want someone with a good mind for both jobs, so that they will learn quickly. Luna, you can be a farmer. And let's see, who else? Oh, right, Orsa, you're not exactly the highest mind, but you're all around decent, I think. I think you'd make a better fighter than anything, but unfortunately everyone else has kind of bad stats. I think we just promoted Luna to something. Did we not? Yes. Yes, we did. She's the farmer. So, yeah, it's Orsa. Sorry, Orsa. But you do seem like a mason-y type, so you're very, stoic and not fond of working around other people. So they are both promoted. Oh, and we have some things to look at here. The Explorer will be back in 27 hours. That's the guy who's going to give us the cricket golems in return for those doors we made. But once we have a mason, which we do right now, as you can see, they have both taken on their neat job outfits. We can get their stuff built, their workstations. Again, we're just going to put them outside for the moment. I know that you, Orsa, do not like to work around other people, so we'll just have you make your workbench over there. And you can place a fish trap, but I don't think you have a bucket. We'll have to make that for you. And I believe Orsa is making her... Yes, she is. You can see it. She's making her workbench right now. Okay, she's made it. Let's put it down. Oh, did she not? Where have you brought it, Orsa? Oh, my first traveler. Let's see, what does this say? Eklot came to visit. Travelers will stop by as long as there are beds reserved for them. They'll admire your town, chat with your citizens, shop at your markets, and even leave gifts for you if they had a pleasant visit. Happy travelers will spread word of your town, and it will become a more popular destination over time, which means we are, of course, going to build an inn. Yes, we're going to build an inn just for travelers. Every civilized town should have an inn. And let's see. Is that there now? Is your workstation there? Or did you not do it or something? Oh, you got a fisher bucket. Oh, you need a actual fisherman for that. Why did you not finish your workstation there? Did you have cause to stop? Oh, he's enjoying himself, I think. He's taking in everything, which I'm afraid there isn't much to see, my friend. Not yet. You're an herbalist, and you too need a workshop. Because if anyone gets hurt, well, we need you to heal them, or they can die. Sadly, yes, our hearthlings can die. Oh, this one's crying. Why? Bruno the Fisher, Grandmaster Angler. Oh, he's the guy who came around wanting to buy fish, I think. He's actually the fishing tutorial guy. Okay, we don't have any fish traps for him, so... Can we build them? We have a fishing bucket. We cannot make a fishing trap with the Carpenter's station. I'm gonna have to look around for where that is. Did you finish your... Well, there's an herbalist lab. We'll go ahead and put that down. We can move these things later. And the mason's workbench should have been crafted. We will right now. We're going overtime with the stream here, folks. Oh, she is just crafting it right where she is. She really doesn't want to be around other halflings. That's a shame. But as you can see, they've all gone to their assigned beds to sleep if they wanted to. Okay, that time I saw her craft the workstation for sure, so is it available? Yes. Actually, there are two of them. I don't know why the one wasn't there. But we'll put your workstation over here. That way you don't have to be around other halflings. That much, anyway. Okay, and let's look at our workstation here, and there's something I would like to build before we leave for the day. Let's build a candle holder. Two of them. Just go ahead and tell her straight up, you know, build two of these. And back. Please build me two candle holders. We're gonna have to get some more stone here soon. We can build a mine if we would like to. Okay, now that we've done that, let's take a look here. And thinking. Put one here and one here. And let's see how that looks once they place them. Oh, they have to get up on little ladders. Isn't that adorable? This way it's not quite so dark inside of our home. We'll brighten it up even further soon, I think. A wall-mounted torch with slowly burning oil. Why did you build that? I don't know. But that's okay. We will put it outside here, I think. And we'll make another one to match. What is this again? It was a stone torch. Uh-oh. Whoa. Okay, this is a dramatic moment. We are being attacked by entlings. Okay, well, this is a good moment to leave off. We are actually 30 minutes over time anyway, so next time we are going to have to defend our settlement for the very first time. We are going to put that aspiring knight to the test to see if he can protect our hearthlings from the invasion of the entlings. So that's it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching as always and for supporting disabled and chronically ill gamers. If you enjoyed the video, please do like and subscribe. I don't make a dime off of it, but it does help me to get more viewers, which helps us to get more games in turn to show you, and so in turn people can learn, you know, about accessible games that they might enjoy, or you know, just have some fun watching a video of me messing things up as I usually do. But hey, failure is fun, as one of my favorite streamers says. So this has been JT with Legacy Art Games, signing off until next time. Please take care of yourselves and of each other, and look forward to new improvements graphically on the website, as well as a new season of tabletop campaigns. Our tabletop campaign subcategory will be picking up soon. So thank you very much again, guys, and have a good one.